Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to start the puzzle cube design in Fusion. So the first thing you need to do is get to a new design. And in the new update of Fusion, you have to be in a hybrid design. So if you're already in here, you can click uh, on your browser under document settings. And if yours doesn't say hybrid design here under the units, you can click this little pencil and you can change it from a part design to a hybrid design, right? The other way you could do this is you could just start a new design and then choose hybrid design. So got to make sure you're in a hybrid design because otherwise you won't be able to do new components. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to activate a new component because I'm going to build this block up as different pieces. So I'm going to go to Assemble, New Component, and I'll call it Shape 1. Right, you don't have to. You can just call it Component 1 if you want to, but I'm going to give it names. So now I'm working on Shape 1. So let's say I want Shape 1 to be kind of like like a corner piece of the puzzle cube. So let's create a sketch, and I'll go down here, and I'm going to kind of design it in this corner. So let's create a rectangle. It's 3/4 of an inch for each side of the thing. So I'm going to make the top, let's make it 0.75. And then let's make the bottom side, I'll go 2 blocks out. So 2 blocks, you could just type in 2 times 0.75. So there's that cube, or well, shape. That's really 2 cubes right next to each other. And then I'm going to do another rectangle to do one going out here. So I'll start from the same point and then come out this way. And again, I'll make it go 0.75 down. And then this way will also be 2 times 0.75, which is 1.5. You can do it that way too. So there's those 2 blocks. Well, there's 3 blocks actually. And now, because I want it to all be one thing, this is kind of confusing, I'm just going to get rid of the middle stuff. So I'm going to get rid of that and that by using the trim tool. So now I can finish my sketch. I'm not going to worry about constraining it because I set all the dimensions earlier. Finish my sketch. Let's go look at it. That looks good. Okay, so now let's extrude this up, and I'll make it 1 block thick, so that's 0.75. Hit enter. Okay, so I want to add another block to make it look like the Kubert pyramid from that old game. So I want to put one here. So let me add a new sketch on here. Create sketch. I'm going to sketch on the top of this. I'm going to use my 2-point rectangle tool because I did it with the origin. I don't have to worry about projecting any lines or anything. I'll just go to the origin, and then I'll come down to that point and then double check that it's 0.75 by 0.75. Hit enter, and I'm going to finish that sketch. And now I can take this and extrude that up 0.75. And so there is my first block. It's going to be a little corner block made of 4 pieces. So now that I'm done with this block, I need to start a new component. To do a new component, don't just start doing it here because otherwise, watch, if I do this, new component, I'll call it component 2. See how it creates the new component under the first one? I don't want that. So I'm going to hit undo. I'm going to go back up to my main design, turn it on, and now I'm going to do assemble new component, or it should be that one right there. So let's call this shape 2. Press OK. So I can still see shape 1, but I've activated shape 2. That's what I'm working on right now. And so I want shape 2 to kind of be the rest of the bottom, right? So like all this part right here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that would be 6 blocks. So I'm going to go draw the basis of that out. So let's get to a sketch. I'm going to draw down here. And if you want to make this, if you want to kind of fit it directly on there, what you can do is go to create, project, or you can just press the P key and you can go project these lines in so they become part of your sketch. So I'm going to project those 4 lines in, right? You could just click the whole thing too if you wanted to. It doesn't matter, but this helps. You don't have to do this, but it'll make it perfectly fit when you design it. So now let's start. I'll do rectangles. So I'll start from this corner and let's go all the way over to the end. So I want it to go down 1 block, which is 0.75. And then it's going to be 3 blocks long. So I can do 3 times 0.75, which is 2.25. But if you don't want to do math, you can just say 3 times 0.75. And hit enter, and there's going over, and now I just need to kind of fill in this area. So I'll do another rectangle. I'll go from that corner to that projected corner, and notice because I projected it in, I don't even need to do the dimensions because it's already set. You can see it says 1.5 and 0.75. So I'll go there, click it, and then it enclosed this one automatically because all this is part of my sketch. That's why projecting helps. So I can finish the sketch. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go back and edit that sketch. I'm going to trim out that stuff inside. So I'm going to trim this line just using the trim tool. Get rid of that and that and that. There we go. Finish my sketch. Go look at it. Okay, so now I'll extrude that 0.75, hit enter, and there we go. So there's my second one. So if I go back to turn on my main one, now I have 2 blocks, and you can't really tell, but if you go move it, see how they're 2 separate things? Okay, so I moved it around. I'll show you that too. We've looked at this before. If you move it around and you want to go back to the way it was, up here where it says position, you can just go to revert position. As soon as you press, if you change it and press capture position, it's going to save it as the default view like that. So I'm going to revert to there. But this is hard to look at, right? So you could either go through, you could go to modify appearance and you could change the appearance of these blocks. But another way to look at separate components is under inspect. You can use the, where is it? Display component colors tool. So if you turn this on, now every component is going to be defined by a color. So see how shape 1 is kind of an orange color, shape 2 is like a green color. So every component you build after this, when you go back and turn it on in the main design, it'll have separate colors. Kind of makes keeping track of your components easier. Plus, it shows you in the timeline each color. The pink one is your main design. So my main design, I created a component, and then here's what I did with the yellow one, and then I made a component, and then here's what I did with the green one. So it kind of helps you keep track of your components. So that's 2 of them. It doesn't matter how you do it. All your shapes are going to be different, but as long as you make them 0.75, some multiple of 0.75, and then project in to help you get the geometry correct, you should end up getting it to work. And then what you can do if you want to, when you have it all together, if you didn't design it like this, what you could do is just joint these things together. So you could go to assemble, joint, and then just like we learned how to joint stuff, you could take like this corner right here. I could take that top corner and attach it to that corner right there, and I could get the same thing, right? So if you don't build it the way that I showed you, you could still joint it together and make it work. Okay, so remember your block should have 5 pieces, and they should all fit together, and they should all be components. So when you look at the whole browser, you should see all 5 components under the document.